Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for May 10th, 2014. It is, of course, 11:30 a.m., and we're approaching the afternoon, and temperatures are warming up rather nicely throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area as our warm front has finally pushed north and east of much of the region. Portions of eastern Connecticut still in the cool air with temperatures in the upper 50s to mid 60s. Long Island's in the mid to upper 60s with a southwesterly wind, and the rest of the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan area are in the mid to upper 70s as that warm tropical air is invading the region. Temperatures today are going to warm up into the mid to upper 70s, even a few lower 80s in the Delaware River Valley under a southwesterly wind and the threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms. In a moment, I'm going to show you the infrared satellite picture and the water vapor satellite picture to kind of give you a better idea of exactly what we're dealing with in the pattern. But overall, you could see that along with the temperatures warming up, we also have warming dew points into the 60s, which means we have a rather humid air mass out there as well. So basically, a summer-like air mass has taken hold. Now, on the infrared satellite picture, you can see that warm front is pushing north and east. Connecticut, all of Connecticut, you'll warm up as well into the lower to mid 70s by this afternoon as that warm air takes hold. Now, you can see to the south and east, south and west, should I say, of our warm front, and to the east of our cold front, we have a rather tropical humid air mass. Now, this cold front, as it is approaching the region, is going to weaken. So it's not going to really lead to a change in the air mass, but it does enhance lifting throughout the region. So what that basically means is that we're going to be dealing with the threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms today, and some of these thunderstorms could be severe. Notice with the lifting of this cold front, we are seeing some cloud tops reaching high in the atmosphere, which tells us we are dealing with a rather unstable atmosphere in place. As far as moisture, the water vapor satellite picture clearly shows we have a strong transport of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico all the way up into New England. But notice something very important. You see this is the upper level low, and the lifting with that upper level low is going to be focused more towards the St. Lawrence River Valley and towards New England. Thus, the potential for severe thunderstorms are a bit limited. But clearly, we have an environment that is going to be supportive with all this moisture in the atmosphere for thunderstorms that are capable of very heavy downpours, frequent lightning, and wind gusts over 40 miles per hour, topping off possibly around 80 miles per hour in some locations. On the latest radar, you can clearly see scattered showers and thunderstorms developing off to our south and west. So we're dealing with scattered cloud to variable cloud cover throughout the region right now with kind of a haze in the atmosphere with all this moisture in the atmosphere. So again, very summer-like. But as we get more and more lifting and as the temperatures warm up, these little tiny thunderstorms here are going to pop up and become an issue for us this afternoon and evening. And these thunderstorms again will be capable of producing some very heavy downpours. So some localized urban flooding is a threat. The good news for those of you looking to get ready for Mother's Day tomorrow is that this cold front will drop south, and with it all the best lifting and dynamics. So tomorrow, although it's going to be about the same atmosphere with temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s, the threat for thunderstorms will be more isolated because the lifting for those thunderstorms will be focused to our south over, let's say, Washington, D.C. and North Carolina and Virginia, rather than the northern mid-Atlantic. So tomorrow, warm, humid, but not much of a threat for thunderstorms. So we do have a little bit of a break there. Let's take a look at our latest model guidance using the PennState EWOL website from the GFS model guidance here. Now, again, for this afternoon, can't rule out a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, otherwise scattered cloud cover and a bit hazy. Temperatures topping off into the mid to upper 70s for most locations, low to mid 70s along the immediate coast. Again, these thunderstorms will be capable of very heavy downpours, frequent lightning, wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. A slight chance for hail, but I think that's going to be pretty rare in this type of environment. The big impact is going to be the heavy downpours. For tonight, those showers and thunderstorms move through. Again, watch out for about a 30-minute period of rainfall, and then you're pretty much done. So it's not a washout in any way, shape, or form. Temperatures will fall into the upper 50s to lower 60s. So again, there's that humid air mass. Watch out for periods of fog, especially towards morning, reducing visibility below a mile. For tomorrow afternoon, for the most part, sky cloud cover. Can't rule out an isolated shower with some of these little rogue disturbances right here, like this one here, this one here, this one down here. So you kind of get the idea here. Most locations dry, but can't rule out an isolated shower with some of these little weak disturbances show up at the surface here. Temperatures tomorrow will warm up into the upper 70s to lower 80s. A few mid 80s are possible in the Delaware River Valley, especially around southwestern New Jersey. Now, for Monday and Tuesday, we remain pretty much in the same pattern here. We're under more of an influence of the Bermuda High. See that nice ridge building from the Gulf Coast all the way up into the Mid-Atlantic. The same high pressure system showing up at the surface. So that means we're going to be under a nice southwesterly flow. We do have a stationary backdoor cold front that's kind of hanging just to the north of the region. We're going to have to watch that front because if it drops a little bit further south than expected, then the temperatures are expected for Monday and Tuesday will be much cooler. We'll be in an environment more in the mid 60s rather than in the mid 80s for highs. So we're going to have to really watch this boundary here and see exactly where it sets up. Otherwise, let's say this forecast is perfectly fine and there are no volatility factors. This stationary front stays to our north, and that means we're going to be dealing with scattered cloud cover, an isolated threat for a shower or thunderstorm, and some of the thunderstorms could be severe. Temperatures for Monday and Tuesday will range from the lower to mid 60s for lows and mid 80s for highs, upper 70s to lower 80s right along the immediate coast and over Long Island. So it's going to be very much like a summer-like pattern. Humid, unstable, with a threat for a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, and warm. Temperatures are going to be well above normal, about 10 degrees above normal. However, that will not last for much longer because a strong yet slow-moving cold front will start to move through the region on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even lingering into Saturday. With waves of low pressure developing along this cold front, you're going to have a threat for showers and thunderstorms each day, Wednesday on through next Saturday. And with those showers and thunderstorms, look for heavy downpours. In between them, scattered cloud cover. Temperatures will fall back to near normal. We're looking at upper 50s to lower 60s for lows and upper 60s to lower 70s for highs. So we kind of fall back to near normal levels once again. A few mid 70s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area are possible, depending on the potential for showers and thunderstorms on those individual days. But basically, we fall back into an unsettled and volatile weather pattern for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and into next weekend as well, as we deal with these pesky disturbances rotating around a developing upper level low over the Great Lakes. Well, that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. And as always, stay safe out there.